Here comes the first pitch. Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity. And
here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Bird has a play, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They trail this one 1. Stepping up now, Ray Batista, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Batista.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to count. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. Now a swing.
Batting done.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Now here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about these.
Three and 1.
Away might be a great time to get super aggressive.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Conforto, base runner at first with 1 out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hicks is a guy that has him just as much on the defensive side of the ball given the position he plays. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is. No doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Kiermaier. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Yankees leave them loaded. They lead it 1-0. Brandon Drury will bat next. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on.
Nope.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Richie Smith.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Smith. The average on the year for him is just shy of .310 entering action in this one. Now here's the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're down 1-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. At the plate, number 99 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
Struck him out. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Pierce. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Yanks held in check, but they're up 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Jackie Jolly back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has left field and deep. Conforto looks up, a leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Rays have drawn even at 1 apiece.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
The left fielder, number 7.
Into the box, Howard Simone.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Into the box now, Steve Pearce. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Pearce, the former Baltimore Oriole, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer term.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But the Rays are able to knock things up on the solo home run. Digging in now for the Yankees, Ray Batista. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. (2-0) to the Yankees left fielder. 1 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. The payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this with pop at the plate can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Now batting, the center fielder.
In now, Aaron Hicks. Popped up. Jolly waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Yankees do get one on the solo homer. Halfway home tonight on the Gulf Coast. 2-1 New York. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right,
and
thanks, Heidi.
For the Rays, the center fielder.
Into the box now, Kevin Kiermaier. Will start things out here for the Rays, to be followed on deck by Evan Longoria. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. The 1-0.
Misses for the second ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Line towards center field. Hicks is right there, one down.
Third baseman,
A little bit
number
over
3.
halfway home tonight.
Evan.
Bottom of the fifth as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Ball one.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Standing in, Brendan Drury. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0.
And even 1-1 count to Brendan Drury.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Two and two. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 2-1. Javier Saldana takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 23, Javier Saldana.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the sixth.
Correa.
First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Pierce in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the designated hitter, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
2-2.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes.
Now
that elevated fastball.
Number 99.
Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, number 99.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Nolan Arenado would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Line hard. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. So digging in now, Logan Forsythe will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Fastball just inside. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 1, Richie Smith.
So striding in, Richie Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Digging in and looking for more, Jackie Jolly. First pitch on its way. Now that's popped up. Bird in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now a hard liner, but foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Into the box now, Howard Simone, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Our score remains 2-1. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Brad Boxberger is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Boxberger is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. And that's too high, ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Arenado is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in, Ray Batista. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Conforto is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman.
1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th. And that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. This is line to left. Conforto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kiermaier. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Line down the left field line.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Weak roller right side. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Xavier Cedeno has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Cedeno, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez, who went deep last time up.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond. And if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, he just threw that fastball by him. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now, Aaron Hicks will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Hot shot on the ground to short. Throwing the dirt for the good scoop at first, saves an error as this side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Stepping in, Evan Longoria. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fans, the Baseball Tomorrow Fund is a joint initiative of Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association to support the growth of baseball and softball programs around the world. By funding programs, fields, and equipment purchases, the Baseball Tomorrow Fund seeks to encourage and maintain youth participation in the game. For more information, visit baseballtomorrowfund.com.
Here comes the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. To short, hit hard. And there's one down now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. At the plate, Brendan Drury. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
fans, in support of the ongoing commitment to increase opportunities for youth participation in baseball and softball, we're teaming up with the Baseball Tomorrow Fund and Major League Baseball to host an equipment collection drive next Saturday here at the ballpark. Fans are invited to bring newer used equipment, as well as make cash contributions which will benefit local organizations.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the
In
second
now,
baseman,
Logan Forsythe.
Logan.
No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's off the left field wall.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be,
catcher,
should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the one. They still trail it here 2-1. John Axford enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Correa. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Carlos Correa.
He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Next for the Yankees.
And now is the Yankees DH, Gary Sanchez. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
There's ball 4. So stepping in, number 99. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final. Jackie Jolly will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. And that misses. 2-2. And he pops it up. Baez ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 7.
Now to the plate, Howard Simone. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Ready once again, Corey Dickerson. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Throw on to first, and the Yankees continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The New York Yankees set the pace in the division with 99 wins. Luis Severino wins for a league high 90. 19th time this year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Yankees only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-1. It was their 7th win in a row. The Boston Red Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-1. The Blue Jays totaled 11 hits as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 7-6. The Cleveland Indians put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-3. Darrell Pineda pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Tigers downed the Pirates 5-2. The Minnesota Twins halted their 6-game losing streak as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-2. The Oakland Athletics knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-2. The Washington Nationals combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-1. The Cincinnati Reds had 12 hits as a team as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 5-2. Buster Posey was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, helping lead the Giants to a win over the Cubbies 11-2. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The St. Louis Cardinals put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the visiting Marlins 8-7. The D-backs grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-3. The Dodgers got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets 4-3. Willie
Afternoon baseball now from the Gulf Coast of Florida. Tropicana Field here in St. Pete. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Carlos Correa, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Chris Archer is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Now in the box, Javier Baez. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest fifth in the American League home run race. And we are underway from Tampa as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then the cap off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. That's by him for strike one.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
1-1, here it is. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. The 2-1 home. And now the runner's trying for third. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
Baez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this few series, he's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
One and two to the Yankees catcher. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave one. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Popped him up. Correa moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch.
Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder, and that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
As we take a look at the pitch location here, you can see that the pitch wasn't even in the strike zone, but clearly that didn't matter.
Batting fourth. The first baseman.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rays off and running early on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Tampa.
Next for New York, number 99. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Back up the middle. He's got it. Forsythe for 1. On to Pierce at first, and it's a double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Conforto is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They still trail 1-0. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
And leading up for the Rays, the
first offering on its way.
Kevin
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0 home. He pulls this one into right. Number 99 is there, and he has it for the out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Settling in now, Evan Longoria. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
A ball and 2 strikes.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside con.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Brandon Drury.
Cole's ready. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is the right fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We played 2 innings. Leading off the inning, Ray Batista, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 out. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Kike Hernandez. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike.